Hello, beautiful souls. It's Emily with Twins in Union. I hope that everyone is doing well. I am back once again with a Twin Flame Collective reading for us to give us a look at what's happening with the energies right now. We've just had the new moon in Taurus, and today, the day that I'm recording this, is May the 5th, 5/5. So happy Cinco de Mayo to everyone that's celebrating. But we have a powerful 5/5 gateway that we are in right now as well. So some powerful energies going on, and hopefully this reading will just give us deeper insight into what is happening, how it's affecting us, how it's impacting our connections with our twins. And yeah, so before I dive in, I just want to, as always, say a warm welcome to all of my beautiful new subscribers. So happy to have you here with me. And thank you to all my longtime loyal subscribers. And thank you all for your beautiful comments. I just always enjoy hearing from you, and just really appreciate your appreciation and your love and support in my journey. And as always, thank you everyone who has purchased readings and coaching sessions with me. I just so enjoy supporting you and guiding you in your journey. And yeah, I think that kind of covers it for gratitude. I just want to say thank you to everyone that sent me birthday wishes. I had a 46th birthday last Sunday. I am a Taurus myself, so it was just really nice to receive those messages, and also I had a few donations, so thank you all. I just I'm always very touched, and it just fills my heart with joy and gratitude to just receive your messages and your donations, and your words of appreciation. So thank you all. And yeah, so I'm going to talk a little bit about the energies, and then we will dive into the reading. So new moon in Taurus, we had that on May the 4th. And so these energies for this new moon will be carrying out over the next 2 to 3 weeks or so. And this is Earth energy. Taurus is an earth sign. Taurus is all about the things that you value, and your worth, your self-worth, the things that you find worth and value in your life, and also, financial, your pentacles, managing your money, that kind of energy as well. Taurus is ruled by the planet Venus, so it is that beautiful energy of beauty and love and harmony and romance and relationships. So it's really taking time to consider what it is that we value the most that brings beauty and joy and harmony and love into our lives. I feel like for twins specifically, for us as a collective, this new moon is really supporting us in finding our self-worth, in seeing our self-worth, and feeling our self-worth, and recognizing what we value within ourselves, what we value in our twins, what we value in our connections. And I was tuning in, really feeling the collective energies yesterday on the day of the new moon. And so what I was really feeling for the Divine Feminine is I was actually feeling a lot of Divine Feminine anger and rage. And I was just like, wow, it was really intense. So if you have been feeling some of that, the message that I was getting from Spirit about it is this anger and rage that the Divine Feminine as a collective is feeling is supporting her in rising up, in stepping into her power, in owning her worth, in seeing her value. And So it's a necessary part of the Divine Feminine in her journey to self-actualization, awakening, and self-empowerment. So if you have been feeling some of that, find healthy ways to work with this energy, doing like a personal inventory in your journal about what works for you, what doesn't work for you, what's acceptable for you, what's not acceptable for you, you know, what is at the root of this anger, because this anger is a valuable teacher that is showing you where you have not been valuing yourself, where you need to shift your perspective about how you see yourself, and what you, you know, what you have been allowing that isn't a reflection of your true self-worth. Where have you, you know, not been honoring yourself? And so allowing the anger to be a teacher and to show you what needs to change, to show you where you haven't been valuing yourself, and to work with this anger in a healthy way. It's not about repressing it and denying it, or, you know, pretending that everything's okay when there's this anger festering inside. It's like, how can this anger be a valuable teacher? And it's also not about projecting it onto other people, but projecting it onto our Divine Masculine. It's about really going within and working with it in a healthy way. So whether that means writing it out in your journal, exercising, you know, physical body movement to release that energy, getting out a baseball bat and beating a pillow, you know, whatever, beating a punching bag. If it's, you know, if you express things in a physical way or an emotional way, or, you know, a creative way, doing some art therapy around it, whatever works for you to work through this anger and rage. It's not about projecting it onto other people and pointing the finger and blame and victim mentality. It's working with it in a healthy way. And this is actually really benefiting the Divine Masculine, the Divine Feminine, feeling her anger and rage and owning her anger and rage and working through her anger and rage in healthy ways, because this is, again, part of the Divine Feminine stepping into her power, which is then mirroring in the connection with the Divine Masculine and asking him to also upgrade, to also step into his power. So for the Divine Masculine, he is also finding his self-worth through this new moon in Taurus. His way of finding his self-worth is through unplugging from the 3D matrix and unplugging from a lot of the societal conditioning that has been telling him who he is, what he should value, what are the things that he should find worth and value in his life as a man. So it's about unplugging from all of that programming and really going in himself and finding this sense of self-worth, self-value from the truth of his soul. So I just see a lot of mirroring happening in our connections, where we're both stepping into our power, we're both stepping into our self-worth and going about it through these different ways. Where the Divine Feminine, it's very emotional, and for the Divine Masculine, it's more about paradigm shift, you know, unplugging and reprogramming kind of dynamic happening. So with this 5-5 gateway on May the 5th, this is a powerful time of change and transformation. The number 5 is all about facing a challenge and moving through that challenge, having a breakthrough, and it's a throat chakra, which I just was having my throat chakra activated there. So meeting the challenge head on, moving through the challenge, having a breakthrough, which ultimately leads to freedom and liberation. So powerful change and transformation happening right now. And like I said, 5 is connected with the 5th chakra, the throat chakra. Taurus rules the throat chakra. So this is really asking us to step into our truths, to speak our truth, powerful, creative self-expression, You know, authenticity, really working with all of this energy here in the 5th chakra, the throat chakra. Also, in terms of some of the planetary aspects, we have Saturn just went retrograde on April the 30th, and then I think Pluto went retrograde like maybe April 26th or so. I'm not 100% sure on that, but just recently. So, with Saturn just going retrograde, these first few days of May, I don't know if you all have been feeling it, but I know for me, I was definitely feeling it. It's just felt like I felt really fatigued and just really unmotivated and just really blah. And kind of just this underlying like irritation, just ascension symptoms. So if you've been feeling some of that, especially if you have a lot of Capricorn in your chart, I'm a Capricorn rising, so my whole chart is ruled by Saturn. I was really feeling it, so just know that it's kind of been, you know, this transitional period that we've been in as Saturn has gone retrograde. And these retrogrades with Saturn and Pluto will go into, I think, like early October. So with Saturn going retrograde, retrogrades are all about the energy shifting inward. So Saturn is the big mother or the big father teacher, the spiritual teacher, the planet of karma and lessons. And so we're really going inside right now and looking at what is it we need to learn, what are the lessons coming up for us, how can we transcend challenges and receive the spiritual teaching from those challenges. So it's a powerful time of mastery, self-mastery, and it's also with Pluto. Pluto is the energy of transformation and change. And Pluto being a very far distant planet, this is really broad, so this is transformation and change happening on a global scale. But also with the retrograde, it's internal transformation and change. So really taking that time to look within at what are these lessons that are coming up and what transformation and change can happen within us and within our connections as a result. And what I'm getting is that for the Divine Masculine, this Saturn retrograde is really going to support him in going within and listening to what changes need to be made so that balance can be brought into the connection. I feel like this is going to support him in his strength and his confidence, and also in his ability to seek forgiveness and ask forgiveness and be authentic. A lot of authenticity coming up with this Saturn retrograde. And for the Divine Feminine, this is going to really help her feel more connected to her authenticity as well and give her strength and courage. So I just really feel like it's going to support the Divine Masculine in going within and seeing where self-correction needs to happen, where justice needs to be brought to certain situations. And for the Feminine, really empowering her and connecting her with her voice, with her authenticity, and coming from that place of inner truth within her. And, you know, this is coming from true empowerment. So again, this isn't about victim mentality and projection and blame and shame and all of that. We are transcending that and really owning our stuff, you know. So yeah, that's just my energy update there, and we will dive into the cards, which will just take us deeper into these energies and see what messages is coming up for us, what messages are coming up for us. So yeah, with that being said, I am going to turn the camera towards the cards, and we will start to dive into these messages. So here we go. Okay. Get straightened out here. All right, so this is my full union spread, and I have the Divine Masculine energies on this side, Divine Feminine on the side, Union in the center here, which that's weird. I wonder why I forgot to turn that one over. This is the energy of the Union. That's interesting, huh? Okay. Okay, I just kind of lost my train of thought there. That threw me off. I'm like, why did I leave that one up? I wonder if there was just like a message there. Okay, well, let's see. What decks am I using? For the blue cards here, I'm using the Energy Oracle cards by Sandra Ann Taylor to give us insight as to what the energies are around this new moon. Clarifying those, I am using the Arcanum Tarot with artwork by Renata Lechner. Really beautiful images there. Let me get my lighting sorted out there. Okay. Let's see. And then I will be sharing spiritual advice and guidance for us from the Return of Spirit deck. This is by Cheryl Lee Harnish. And then also to start out, I am going to do what I did for the last reading, where I share like an overall energy, and that is from the Divine Guidance deck, also by Cheryl Lee Harnish. And then I'm also going to share love and romance messages from the Divine Love Letters books as well. So I think that covers the materials that I'm using. So keep in mind that this is a Twin Flame Collective reading, so we are looking at energies for our entire soul group here. What are the predominant energies taking place for us as a collective? So some of these energies may resonate, some may not, so just take what does and leave the rest. And yeah, so now is a good time to just take a deep breath, call in your spirit guides, connect with your intuition and your higher self as you prepare to receive these messages. And like I said, I wanted to start out with some messages from this Divine Guidance deck. And so I asked Spirit, what is the overall impact of this new moon in Taurus for the Divine Feminine? And so the card that came up for the Divine Feminine for how this new moon will be affecting her as a collective, we have this beautiful card here. So this is energy art. It is art that is designed to connect you with the energy of your soul. So just really tune in and connect with the energy of this image here, and then I'm going to read from the book. So again, this is what is this new moon bringing up for the Divine Feminine. How is this impacting her? And the title of this card is Gentleness. So as you can see, there's just really beautiful colors, soft, gentle pastels. It's just really reminds me of spring like we're having here in the Northern Hemisphere. These beautiful soft pinks and soft greens and soft yellows, like the flowers and the blossoms. So it says, you are an intricate being that is unique and diverse in your own special way. Spirit asks that you be gentle with yourself and accept the delicate nature of who you are. The spiraling energy is here to remind you that there is a great power and strength in your softness, and it is here to assist you in healing on all levels. It is also here to remind you that you are a divine being of light who is as deserving as any other human here on earth. Smile and recognize your own authenticity and beauty in all your glory. So what an absolutely beautiful energy coming in for the Divine Feminine here with this new moon in Taurus. And again, Taurus is that energy from Venus. It's just love and harmony and beauty and romance. And I feel like this is also connecting with some of that Divine Feminine anger and rage that I was feeling, that I was describing earlier, where, you know, the Divine Feminine has felt overlooked because of her softness, because of her Divine Feminine essence, because of her gentleness. And, you know, it's okay for us to accept all of these parts of ourselves. this divine feminine essence within us is beautiful. It is divine. It is full of light. It is, you know, the masculine couldn't live without the feminine, and the feminine couldn't live without the masculine. Like these polarities, we need each other. So, you know, it's like honoring and recognizing this beauty and this softness and this gentleness within us. And it can be really challenging. You know, speaking for myself, I know I have felt very invisible in society because society values strength and confidence and power and action and aggression and climbing the corporate ladder. And I knew that that wasn't me. I'm very highly empathic. I'm a highly sensitive person. I'm a very creative, gentle-natured person. And it was just always very hard for me to find where I fit in and to feel okay with my gentleness and to see value in my gentleness. And I think sometimes we can feel this anger and rage because of how our divine feminine essence can be dismissed and overlooked and undervalued. But Spirit is saying, you know, this new moon is helping us and supporting us in really seeing our value and owning our worth, including this beautiful, soft, gentle, light, loving essence that we are as the divine feminine. And to own that and appreciate that part of ourselves too, and to know that it holds this beautiful value regardless of what society might say. So what a beautiful message for the divine feminine. I don't know if you guys can see that. Maybe I'll just set that over there. And then for the divine masculine, what is this new moon bringing up, and how is this new moon impacting the divine masculine? And we have number 18 here. So again, really tune into the energy of this card. And the title of this card is Wisdom Guide. So I will read from the book. It says, Wisdom Guide is here to help you with taking in new information and teachings. Whether you are taking courses, going back to school, or learning a new skill or craft, you will find that you are able to process and retain new information more easily. Wisdom Guide also helps you to gain new insights and understandings through the intuitive channels, turning your knowledge into wisdom. So with this energy coming through this card of teaching and learning, I feel like this is really connected with the Saturn retrograde, where the divine masculine is really starting to go within. He's really starting to listen to his higher guidance, listen to his higher self. And with all of this gold yellow energy here, I just feel like this solar plexus activation, and the solar plexus is the chakra that connects us to our higher self. So I feel like this is opening him up, allowing him to connect with his higher self, and also activating the solar plexus energy, supporting him in stepping into his confidence and finding the true essence of who he is, his true self. The solar plexus is all about the self-confidence, self-esteem, valuing himself, self-worth, self-identity. And so I just feel like there's just a lot coming up here with the divine masculine, starting to receive insights, starting to receive downloads, starting to receive this wisdom and this higher knowledge with this new moon and with this Saturn retrograde. So he's just really gaining a lot of insight, knowledge, and receiving downloads right now. And again, this beautiful blue connecting with the throat chakra, the fifth chakra, authentic self-expression coming through here with the blue. So beautiful energy for the divine masculine. And then I also have a couple of cards for the energy of the union. And I just felt guided to pull these because these were like the bottom cards on the deck. And it's 11 and 29, so we have an 11-11 here. So this is the energy, how this new moon is impacting us as a collective, how it's impacting our unions. And we have 11 and 29. So 11:11, this is a powerful time of awakening that's happening for all of us, masculine and feminine, and a powerful time of manifestation. And Taurus is a sign of abundance. So a lot of abundance coming in all forms, financial, through that self-worth, through our missions, through just opening up and receiving from the universe. So beautiful cards here. So let's see what the book says. So number 11 is infinite possibilities. So again, this is what is the new moon. How is the new moon impacting us? How is it impacting our unions? Your daydreams are the creation of your deepest desires and wishes. While they do hold guidance as to what you are wanting and needing on your path, they also carry a creative force for manifestation. The universe is asking you to allow yourself to dream, to allow the idea that the impossible can be possible. Your greatest wishes in life are a big key to your path, and the entire universe is working with you right now to bring those dreams to fruition. The possibilities of what can be manifested are infinite. So beautiful, beautiful message there with this energy of awakening and manifestation and abundance. And I know how challenging it is on this journey where you can easily feel like it's not possible and go into doom and gloom and just really question if this is ever something that can actually happen. And I feel like Spirit is bringing us hope with infinite possibilities and the power to manifest. And so this is a really good time to connect with your dreams. New moons are about setting intentions for what we want to manifest and create. So this is the time where we plant the seeds. So really think about infinite possibilities here. Dream big. I'm getting that message very strongly. 29. Okay, so 29 blue. I'm just noticing how much blue is here. So connecting with the throat chakra again, and the title of this card is Speak Your Truth. So this is really connecting to our dreams and really communicating our dreams, whether that is planting those seeds through writing it in a journal, doing that new moon exercise, or really, communicating it verbally. Maybe it's talking to a trusted friend or a trusted mentor about what we want to create, what we want to dream of and manifest, or telling our twin, connecting with our twin. So it says, it is a time to speak your truth. You no longer need to hold back what you have to say for fear of what others may think. You are being asked to speak up and share your feelings, your wisdom, and whatever is on your mind. When you have something to say, yet hold your words back through fear, you create a blockage in your energy and in your life. Speak up. What you have to say is important and worth being heard. If you are a public speaker or you have a desire to speak publicly, this card encourages you to use your voice and claim your power. So again, this theme of authenticity, speaking your truth, stepping into your power, and connecting that with the dreams that you want to manifest and create. And so really taking time with this new moon to think about what seeds you want to plant, what do you want to manifest, what do you want to create. And whether it is writing it down or verbally speaking it to somebody who is a trusted witness that you can talk to and share, or communicating something to your twin that you feel guided to communicate. These are powerful messages here. And then I'm also noticing at the bottom of the deck, we have the Worthy card. So again, coming back to what it is, like how is our self-worth connected to our dreams? How is our self-worth connected to our self-expression and our authenticity? And really knowing that I feel like Spirit really wants to get this message through that you are worthy of your dreams. Your dreams have value. And, you know, really noticing how your self-worth is a reflection of your dreams and your manifestation. So where do you need to work on self-esteem in order to know I am worthy of my dreams? I am worthy of manifesting the life of my dreams. I am worthy of being in union with my twin. And honoring that and recognizing that and just knowing that in your heart of hearts that all things are possible. So powerful messages. All right, so let's see, let's dive into the Divine Masculine here. And so I asked Spirit, what is the Divine Masculine thinking at the time of this new moon in Taurus? And so the card that came up is Caring Connections. So beautiful energy here, showing up for the Divine Masculine. So I just feel like he's really thinking about this connection. And again, this Saturn retrograde that's like taking him inward and really going within, and this place of contemplation about this connection, about his divine feminine, really thinking about this connection in a very deep way. You know, going back to that card about wisdom, really going within and wanting to receive this higher wisdom, wanting to receive this higher learning. And I'm just noticing how the masculine's head is illuminated here by the light that is coming down. So I just feel like this new moon in Taurus is supporting the Divine Masculine in his awakening. And he is receiving this illumination through the crown chakra. All of this beautiful golden divine light energy, it's just, to me, this is just awakening, divine awakening happening here. So I feel like this, these insights that are coming in are supporting him in how he's thinking about the connection, how he's perceiving the connection, how he's perceiving his divine feminine. And just really thinking about how beautiful this connection is and how caring this connection is and how much he does care about his divine feminine and how he does want to be able to wrap his arms around her and feel the physical part of the connection as well. And this is a number 14. So 14 is that number of the Temperance card in the traditional tarot. And it's a number of alchemy, transformation, and change. And we add the 1 and the 4 and we get a 5. So a 5 card here. So again, this energy of the number 5. And May is the 5th month and today is 5/5. So just a lot of energy of 5, this coming up against the challenge and really facing it and wanting to have the breakthrough, wanting to have the insight and the wisdom in order to be able to, you know, have that feeling of liberation and freedom, you know, break through the challenge through this powerful alchemical change that is coming in. 14, it's also healing. This is positive change. This is positive transformation that brings about deep healing. And with the number 1 representing new beginnings, and number 4 representing stability, balance. And I just feel like, again, with all of this golden yellow energy, there's just this solar plexus activation or, you know, solar plexus energy coming up for the Divine Masculine that is asking him to look at his self-worth, look at his self-esteem, and really this like upgrade that's happening for him where he's starting to be able to see himself in new ways and see the connection in new ways through this upgrade of how he sees himself with self-esteem, his self-worth. And so clarifying this Caring Connections card, we had a couple cards come up. We have the Eight of Cups and the Three of Wands. So with the Eight of Cups, I feel like this is the Divine Masculine really wanting to return to the Divine Feminine with this Caring Connections, where he's just really thinking about this. And with the Eight of Cups, this is really walking away from all of these cups, or these emotions, if you will. Cups are emotions, water, and wanting to move towards the Divine Feminine. And the moon here representing his soul. This is the light of his soul that is guiding him forward to walk away from everything that is not truly emotionally fulfilling for him, and to follow his soul's true path towards his Divine Feminine. To have this beautiful, caring connection with her. So I feel like this is a walking away from what's not serving his highest good anymore, what's not emotionally fulfilling him anymore, and supporting him in walking towards his Divine Feminine, because she is his soul's true path, represented by the moon here. And then with the Three of Wands, we have, I feel like this is giving us more information here about what he's wanting to walk towards. And the Three of Wands is abundance. This is having your ships come in, having this abundance. And this is also about looking into the future, long-term planning. So I feel like this is the Divine Masculine really thinking carefully about this connection and thinking about it in a long-term future planning kind of a way, and in a way that is a reflection of accepting the abundance and the beauty of this connection. So again, walking away from what is not emotionally fulfilling him or serving him or supporting him, and walking towards his true abundance, walking towards this beautiful, divine, caring connection with his Divine Feminine. And I just feel like, again, this is this solar plexus activation that is helping him gain strength, gain confidence, to take action, to be able to have the strength and the courage to move away from these cups that are not fulfilling him emotionally anymore. So yeah, I think that's just really beautiful, powerful messages there for the Divine Masculine. So what is the Divine Masculine feeling in his heart at the time of this new moon in Taurus? And these energies, I can't remember if I mentioned it, but these energies will really culminate around the full moon in Scorpio, which I think is on the 18th, May 18th, and could go into the end of May as well. But yeah, so the sun showing up in his heart. So again, this is just absolutely beautiful energy. And so this new moon in Taurus, I feel like it's really igniting this new beginning in the Divine Masculine's heart with this new, this upgrade that he's getting, this divine download, this wisdom that is coming in for him. It's just bringing all of this healing into his heart. We see this woman and this pot of water here, and it's just like deep cleansing, healing waters. So it's just the Divine Masculine feeling this sense of renewal. I just really feel like this baptismal kind of energy where it's just a purification, a renewal, a rebirth that is happening in his heart. And with the number 1 here, new beginning happening. And then also number 1 is about leadership, stepping into your individuality, stepping into your power as a divine sovereign being. And with the sun, it's that illumination, it's that light. So just like we were seeing in the Caring Connections card, it's like this illumination over the Divine Masculine's crown chakra. So this illumination is now coming into his heart chakra and really bringing this light, bringing this warmth, just bringing this energy of love and light into his heart. It's really beautiful. Just tuning in to see if I get any other messages here. I'm also just really noticing the pink lotuses here, and lotuses are symbolic of awakening. And pink is a combination of the white purity and the red passion. So I just feel like this is an awakening that's happening on an emotional level, on a heart-based level for the Divine Masculine with this new moon. And clarifying the sun. There were a few cards that came up. So the main one is this Ace of Wands. So again, we have an ace and a number 1 and fire and sun. So this is just a really powerful, passionate, like soul ignition, heart ignition, awakening energy that is happening for the Divine Masculine in the heart chakra and the heart space, the emotional body, then further clarifying this, a couple more cards came up. We have the Five of Swords and the Devil. So what this is telling me is this refers back to what I was saying when I was talking about the energies, where the Divine Masculine, this new moon, is really assisting him in unplugging from the 3D matrix, from societal programming and conditioning. And going back to this wisdom, he is attaining this illumination and this wisdom that is giving him the strength to unplug from these energies that have been keeping him stuck, that have been keeping him in a place of low self-worth, low self-esteem, poor self-image, and helping him start to really rise up in his own power. So with the Five of Swords, I feel like this is really the Divine Masculine being in this place in his heart where he has felt like this has been a no-win situation, just feeling this sense of defeat, feeling this sense of loss. And also this card does have, I feel like, I always get like ego off of this card. So both of these cards, the Devil and the Five of Swords, there's just this energy of ego here. And if you look at this Divine Masculine, he just kind of has like this, arrogant look on his face. And so I feel like this is part of what has been blocking the Divine Masculine's heart in the past. And this is part of what is being dissolved and cleared with this new moon. It's just this energy of, having to have the upper hand, having to have the last word, like I'm going to reject you before you reject me, that kind of energy. And it's just really been, a no-win situation for both the masculine and the feminine. And then we have the Devil here. So again, this is like that ego energy, that 3D matrix energy, that putting value on material possessions and things and money and work, and, in an unhealthy, unbalanced way where it's like seeing power as having control over others rather than being authentically empowered within. It's like thinking that power comes from accumulating money and things, and that is false power. That's the patriarchal power. So this is part of what is being cleared and healed in the Divine Masculine's heart. Also with this Devil energy, I'm getting a lot of like negative self-talk where it's like that low self-esteem, like I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, I don't have enough money, I don't have a good enough job, all of this like, negative self-talk coming up. And again, it's just the societal programming and conditioning that has held the divine masculine back. And this is part of what he's unplugging from now as a collective. So these energies, I feel, are being dissolved, being unraveled, being dismantled, being destroyed, being cleared out from the old template and being healed. And so this new energy is coming in with the sun and with the Ace of Wands, healing his heart. He's receiving this illumination in his heart that is igniting this new passionate beginning where he's overcoming all of the ego-based 3D matrix, patriarchal conditioning, ego-based love, these old templates of romance that can't exist in the divine love connection. And now it's like his heart is really opening up. It's just this beautiful heart ignition, illumination, like, you know, beautiful heart expansion. I'm just really feeling a lot of like passion, heart expansion, courage, like ignition, fire, the flame in his heart. So beautiful transformation and change happening for the divine masculine here in the heart. So then I asked Spirit, what is the divine masculine wanting? What is he wanting at the time of this new moon in Taurus? And 3 cards fell out together. And I just felt like they all wanted to be, they all needed to be shown here. So we have cornucopia, door to spirit, and door to romance. So wow, I was really blown away when I saw these. And I also was noticing with the numerology here, we have cornucopia is an 11, door to spirit is 32, which is 5, and then we have a 33 here, which is a 6, and 5 and 6 are also 11. So we have 11, 11. So I just feel so much awakening energy here. It's like the divine masculine wants to awaken, wants to see the light. He wants this cornucopia. He wants the harvest. He wants the abundance. Just again, so much divine golden light coming in these cards for the divine masculine. So he's just really wanting, you know, and again, I feel like this is tied to his self-worth, where it's just like knowing through his self-worth that he is worthy of this. He's worthy of his dreams. He's worthy of his goals. He's worthy of these beautiful, abundant wishes that he has. He's worthy of this harvest. And I'm noticing this white butterfly here. So purification, transformation, change, you know, spreading his wings, being the butterfly coming out of the cocoon and really wanting this beautiful abundance that is possible for him and feeling worthy of that, knowing that he is good enough, that he can have that. He's worthy of his dreams. He's worthy of this abundance. And then with the door to spirit and door to romance. So 2 doors here. So these would be like, you know, the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups. This is, you know, wanting his soul to be ignited, wanting this new beginning, wanting to rise up like this beautiful dove, rising up through the clouds of confusion, rising up through the clouds of the 3D programming, the 3D matrix, breaking through that and ascending and rising up through this door into the beauty and the truth of his soul. And the dove is a symbol of peace, you know, wanting to have the life that brings him peace, that brings him joy, that brings him abundance. So a new beginning here with this door, and another 5 with a 32. So again, it's this transformation and change that is happening that is allowing him to rise up, to upgrade in his ascension path. And this door to romance. So it's like this abundance for him. This is you know, these two beginnings are connected to this abundance that he wants, to these dreams, these goals, these wishes that he has. And so we have this door to romance, so really wanting this new beginning in love, wanting to open up his heart, hoping that this door can open up in his connection with his divine feminine. And, you know, I'm just noticing how the heart is like, with this bird cage here, but there's no bars in front of the heart. The heart is actually free. It's outside of the bird cage. So I just feel like there's this liberation that's happening, this illumination and liberation and change and transformation, where the divine masculine is really starting to realize through this new perspective on his self-worth that he is worthy of this love. He is worthy of this abundance. He's worthy of his wishes and dreams. And this is a 33, which is a master number. So emotional mastery, mastery of the heart. And that adds up to a 6, which is balance, harmony, equal giving and receiving, love. So really beautiful energy here for what the divine masculine is wanting. And clarifying those, we have Page of Wands and Strength. So with the Page of Wands, I feel like, you know, more fire energy here, and Strength is represented by Leo, which is a fire sign. So a lot of fire energy, just this passion and this drive. And I think Venus is in Aries right now. I could be mistaken, but I feel like that's where a lot of this fire energy is coming from, is Venus in Aries, which is the planet of drive, ambition, you know, going for it, like that fire energy, igniting, starting a passionate new project. And Venus is the planet of love. So with this Page of Wands, I feel like this is the divine masculine. You know, he could possibly be wanting to send a passionate message to his divine feminine, and needing strength and courage to do that in order to have this dream, have this wish, have this abundance, have this new beginning in love. Also with the Page of Wands, I see this as being like a turning point, like a trajectory of the energy, where the energy like shifts, and it could be a download that he's receiving, or some of this insight or knowledge or wisdom that's coming up, and that this is going to like ignite his soul and take things in a new direction for him, that is going to bring him strength and courage and confidence. So I feel like this is like an ignition that is moving him towards this strength, courage, and confidence in order to manifest his dreams, in order to open up this door to spirit and open up this door to romance. So again, just really powerful energy of awakening, manifestation, dreaming big, creating our dreams, and knowing that we have the self-worth, the self-confidence, the courage, you know, to go for it, to back up our dreams. So again, just really beautiful energy for the divine masculine here. I feel like, you know, for the divine masculines that really do want to send this passionate message to their divine feminine and are just really working on building up their strength and courage to do that, you know, I feel like it is connected to this throat chakra energy of really wanting to step into his truth, really wanting to step into his authenticity, really wanting to express himself to his divine feminine and say how he really feels, and, you know, opening up and expressing his feelings here with this door to romance, you know, through this spiritual awakening that he's going through right now, and these realizations that he's having, and this knowledge that he's gaining, this wisdom that he's gaining. It's like he's starting to get it. You know, like things are clicking, and yeah, so it's just beautiful energy here. Okay, So right now I just noticed Archangel Michael sitting here. So I think I'm going to do the energies on the bottom of the decks for the underlying energy, and then I'll go into the Divine Feminine. So yeah, Archangel Michael was just like, hey, don't forget me. So underlying this reading, so this is like the circumstantial energy surrounding us right now. We have Archangel Michael, first chakra. And so I just feel this energy for the Divine Masculine, where Archangel Michael's really supporting the Divine Masculine right now. And I just love this depiction in this deck of Archangel Michael, like just that powerful warrior energy where he's just really standing in his strength, standing in his power, owning his truth. You know, he's just tapping into this twin flame mission as a divine soul mission. Like on a soul level, he knows that there's this powerful mission and this drive that is like pushing him. And also, again, connecting to Venus and Aries. And Aries is ruled by the planet Mars, which is the planet the planet that rules the masculine energy. And it is the warrior, it is, you know, how you do battle. It is stepping into that, you know, powerful, ambitious, go for it kind of energy. So I just feel like this connects a lot with what I was just reading for the Divine Masculine, where, you know, he is tapping into these parts of himself, getting into his warrior stance here, because especially for those Divine Masculines that are in a place where they are wanting to reach out to their Divine Feminine, if they've been in separation or, you know, things just haven't been going well in the connection, and they're wanting to take action to bring justice and balance into the connection. It's taking like this warrior strength, this warrior confidence to be able to communicate with his feminine. Really overcoming a lot of fear, a lot of wounding, past life trauma, whatever has been blocking him, and transcending all of that and having the courage and the strength of a warrior to take action towards his dreams with his feminine. Also with this first chakra is where we do hold a lot of anger. So this could be connected to the Divine Feminine's anger and rage that I was describing. First chakra is also about our stability, our financial security, our feelings of, you know, how we feel safe in the world. And Taurus, being an earth sign, is connected to our finances, our safety, our stability. You know, Taurus loves stability. Taurus loves comfort. Taurus loves predictability. Taurus loves having everything in its place and having, you know, your comfy, beautiful couch and your comfy, soft blanket, having, you know, all of those physical things that make you feel safe and comfortable in the world, and stability. 35, so we have another 5 showing up here, and then a 3. So 3 is that growth, that expansion, collaboration. 5, again, with the throat chakra and transformation, change, breakthroughs. And that adds up to an 8, and 8 is abundance. 8 is powerful movement forward. So beautiful underlying energy there. And we also have on the bottom of the deck for the tarot, we have the 9 of Wands. So again, this is this warrior energy that is coming forward here. And I feel like all of us, masculine and feminine, it's like we've been through all of these battles, you know, these spiritual battles, these battles of emotional healing, healing wounds, clearing old stuff. You know, we move through a lot of challenging energies, and I feel like a lot of us have just been feeling like this wounded warrior feeling tired, feeling exhausted, like our souls are weary. But at the same time, this is a card that is about perseverance and not giving up. You know, and with Archangel Michael here, it's like he's saying, don't give up. You know, this isn't time to give up. you are a warrior. You are here on a mission, a divine soul mission, and you've got what it takes. You've got the strength, you've got the power, you've got the courage to get through this. And don't forget that. So yeah. All right, well, let's see what's happening with the Divine Feminine. So what is the Divine Feminine thinking around the time of this new moon in Taurus? And we have 2 cards. We have Patience and Yin Yang. So with the Patience card, you know, again, it's like not surprised to see this for the Divine Feminine. But yeah, just, you know, asking herself, like, how much longer can I do this? Can I be patient? Can I be strong? You know, like really connecting again with this energy of this 9 of Wands here, where it's just like feeling tired, feeling exhausted, you know, feeling like she has exhausted herself trying to help the Divine Masculine, sending love to the Divine Masculine, showing her love to the Divine Masculine, telling him that he loves her, but he still doesn't get it, you know, and it's just exhausting. You know, how many times can you be rejected? How many times can, you know, all of that. So I feel like there's this part of her that is just like, I've done everything I can, like there's nothing more I can do. That kind of energy, and just having to be patient with the process. And this angel is holding this clock here. So I feel like the Divine Feminine is really trusting in the divine timing, maybe struggling with some impatience, you know, because she has worked so hard, she has tried so hard, she's done so much, she feels tired, you know, but ultimately it's this yin yang here next to the Patience, where it's like being patient, knowing that this union is coming. This is my union card. So it's just, you know, really knowing that this union is going to happen, that this union is possible, and just knowing that this is a divinely guided journey. This is a divinely orchestrated journey. And again, this Patience might be connected to some of the Divine Feminine anger and rage that I was talking about. So again, working through that in healthy ways, and knowing that this union is the whole reason that we're doing all of this, you know, that it is worth waiting for. This is worth waiting for. This is worth being patient for, worth the divine timing. And this is a 22, so 11:11. So I feel like this is part of the awakening that's happening for the Divine Feminine right now. Really another layer that she's going through around this patience theme, which is one of the big lessons, if you want to call it that, lessons, if you will, of arriving to her true empowerment, to her authentic empowerment within herself. You know, having that spiritual endurance, that strength in her soul, to be able to do this journey, because it is a journey that requires, you know, like crazy amounts of patience. And it is through that warrior energy of Archangel Michael coming through, you know, reminding her that you can do it. You've got what it takes. This is worth the wait. This is your divine mission. With the yin yang too, this is about cycles closing out and things coming into balance. So I do feel like she's thinking about, you know, a cycle that needs to be closed out in her connection with her twin in order to bring harmony and balance into the connection and stability. When we add the 22, we get a 4, which is that strong foundation, that stability. And so clarifying these for the Patience card, we have the 10 of Swords. So again, I just really feel like this 10 of Swords here is the Divine Feminine going through a layer of surrender. You know, and we even have a feminine depicted in this particular card in this deck, where she has all of these swords in here. It's like all the betrayal, all the hurt, all the rejection, you know, all whatever, however these are showing up in your connection, all of the pain, all of the hurt, all of the mental pain and anguish around being patient, around waiting, around, you know, being that strong warrior. It's like she's going through this layer of surrender here. And this is all this mental pain and anguish that has just been creating additional pain for her in her attempts to be patient. So I feel like for some divine feminines, this is this layer of surrender that's happening, and it's surrendering the connection to the universe, surrendering the connection to God, surrendering the connection to the higher powers, and trusting in this journey, trusting in the divine timing. I feel like for some divine feminines, this could actually mean that the journey of patience is coming to an end. This is about the end of a difficult situation. So maybe she's been waiting for a message, or maybe she's been waiting for a reunion, or maybe she's been, you know, patiently waiting for a union. So whatever layer or whatever that looks like for you, I feel like this is the end of the divine feminine having to be patient. So for some divine feminines, I do feel like this is the end of a difficult situation, something she has been patiently waiting for, and now she no longer needs to be patient because it's here. Yeah, so just different layers of messages here for different divine feminines, depending on where you are in your journey. And then clarifying the yin-yang, we have the King of Pentacles. So what is she being patient for? She's being patient for this reunion, for union, you know, for something to close out in the connection, for things to come into balance in the connection, and for her divine masculine to come in with this beautiful, abundant, stable offer. I feel like this is this pentacle that he is holding here. It is some kind of an offer, some kind of an invitation, some kind of a proposal, some kind of a, you know, a physical, tangible, stable, long-term offering here. Something that is bringing abundance. And the thing with the King of Pentacles, as handsome and amazing and beautiful and stable and loyal as he is the slow one, the slow guy. You know, it's like it takes him a while to get to the point where he's ready to offer the pentacle, but it's because he takes his time evaluating things and contemplating things and laying the strong foundation and getting things in order, and you know, because he knows that once he's all in, it's forever. Like, it's the real deal. So it does require patience for the divine feminine, because this is something that doesn't just happen overnight. But when it does happen, it's something stable, it's something reliable, it's something dependable, it's something you know you can count on. And so for some divine feminines, again, they might just be patiently, you know, trusting the universe, trusting the divine timing for this King of Pentacles to come forward. And for some, I do feel like there is some reunions happening in May, some unions happening in May, even carrying up to, you know, through June. So, you know, I feel like the divine feminine, she's just really thinking about this union and thinking about this King of Pentacles coming into her life. So yeah, just again, this is a journey that requires patience and surrender and trust, and you know, that's part of what is bringing us into our true authentic empowerment, is knowing that there is a higher power here. This is a trinity. It's the feminine, the masculine, and God. And we have to trust in God and have faith that, you know, we are being supported and guided into our unions. So then I asked Spirit, what is the divine feminine feeling around the time of this new moon? And we have the Happy Family card. So just more beautiful energy here. I just feel like this is the divine feminine finding stability and joy in her heart. Like she's been through a lot of challenges, a lot of, you know, difficulties, things that have been, you know, strengthening her, shaping her in her journey. And now it's like she's finally getting to this place of finding stability in her heart and really trusting that this union can happen, that this divine masculine is awakening, that things are changing, that there is, you know, positive shifts happening here. And so I just feel like this joy and stability for the feminine. And I also just feel like this is a big piece of this empowerment that's happening for her, this awakening that's happening for her, where it's because she is empowered within herself that she can trust that her divine masculine is doing his part in the journey, that she can trust the higher power, she can trust the universe, she can trust herself. You know, she has become whole within herself. And, you know, with this yin yang here and the patience card, this is part of what the patience is teaching us, is unifying within ourselves, coming into union within, unifying our own inner masculine and our own inner feminine. And that is a step that needs to happen before that King of Pentacles can come in with the offer. And so, you know, coming into this place of wholeness within herself and finding her own internal joy and peace and stability in her heart, that's something that she creates because she is an empowered divine sovereign being. And she knows that she has the power to create her own joy. She has the power to create her own stability. She has the power to find emotional fulfillment for herself. And again, I do feel some divine feminines will have a reunion or come into union in the near future. And so I do feel some of that energy coming through this card as well, where she is feeling just this overflowing joy and happiness. And, you know, it's through this connection that it's filling this, filling up her heart with these emotions. So yeah, the rainbow I see too as a symbol of reunion, where it's the water energy of the feminine, the yin, uniting with the sun, the rain and the sun, the water and the fire, the feminine and the masculine, coming together as one, creating the rainbow. So beautiful. And a 4 here, so 4 is again that number of balance and stability, creating that strong foundation, and also resonating with the heart chakra, the joy and beauty in the heart. So clarifying the happy family, we have the 6 of Cups. So again, more energy here of reunion. Also just that really beautiful energy of emotional purity and nostalgia. So the divine feminine could just be really feeling nostalgic about her connection with her twin. Maybe signs and synchronicities are popping up that are reminding her of, you know, things about her twin and things about their connection, things that they've done together in the past, you know, old conversations that they've had. That's just really, you know, bringing a smile to her face and softening her heart. And yeah, like I said, I just feel like with this 6 of Cups card, it's just this really sweet energy here. And you see there's 2 children. And so it's just this purity, this like childlike innocence, this sweetness. And it's like when twins come together, it's this childlike joy that comes up like when we're together, that like we're just giggly and bubbly and goofy, and you know, it's just that really sweet, innocent energy that comes from this deep, deep soul connection. And so, yeah, so whether this is happening just like on an energetic level, or whether this is an actual reunion that happens that's bringing about these emotions, it still is just this really beautiful, sweet energy in the Divine Feminine's heart of nostalgia and purity and divine love, you know? So beautiful. All right, so what is the Divine Feminine wanting regarding her connection with her Divine Masculine? And we have the second chakra with Archangel Ariel. So second chakra, you can see she's holding this orange glowing ball in front of her sacral chakra, which is the area of our reproductive organs, our sexuality, our sensuality, and it's really that chakra that connects us to joy and pleasure. So going back to this energy that's coming up in the Divine Feminine's heart, you know, what she's really wanting is this beautiful joy with her masculine. She's wanting this pleasure with her masculine. She's wanting this intimacy. She's wanting the physical intimacy, the emotional intimacy, the deep connection. This chakra is about the one-on-one connection, relationships, like, you know, having that really deep connectedness on an emotional, physical, and spiritual level. So, yeah, I also feel like with this sacral chakra here, the sacral chakra is about our abundance, our creativity. So the Divine Feminine really wanting to manifest her abundance as well, just like for what we saw for the Divine Masculine, really wanting to manifest, really wanting to harvest his dreams, harvest his wishes, harvest his goals. And here the Divine Feminine is mirroring that by really wanting to create her abundance, wanting to create her dreams, wanting to create, you know, this beautiful intimacy, this beautiful connection with her Divine Masculine. So yeah, I also just feel like this energy of like that pull, you know, having that longing for the intimacy and the physical intimacy as well. And this is 36, so 3 for that expansion, spiritual growth, collaboration, partnership, and 6 for the lovers. And then this is a 9, and 9 is our higher calling. 9 is that energy of our mission, so that creativity, that calling to manifest and create abundance. And then a few cards came up to clarify this. So we have the 6 of Pentacles, the 9 of Cups, and the Justice. So I feel like what this second chakra, Archangel Ariel, what she's wanting here, that it is connected to this abundance within her connection, where it is the equal giving and receiving, like being on the same page. Also with the 6 of Pentacles, this is about receiving the reward from the universe, like the divine coming in and bringing this abundance in for the Divine Feminine, like knowing that she has done her divine work. She has been fulfilling her divine mission, and the universe coming in and rewarding her. And with the 9 of Cups, it's like this wish fulfillment. And so here we see this Divine Feminine, and she's just like in this bliss of emotional fulfillment here. And so I just really feel like this is connected here with this sacral chakra. This is where our raw emotions are, our creativity, our joy, our pleasure, our wishes, our dreams. And so it's like this 9 of Cups coming in. And so her wish and dream is having this mutual partnership, having this equal give and take, having this union. And then with the Justice card, it's this wish of the equality again, where we have Lady Justice here with the scales. So wanting this balance in the connection, wanting to have equality in the connection, wanting to have this equal give and take in the connection, wanting her divine masculine to return the feelings, wanting her divine masculine to show up fully, wanting her divine masculine to restore harmony and balance in the connection, to bring justice to a certain situation. So yeah, and again, it's just reminding me of that energy for Saturn retrograde, where I do feel like the divine masculine is going to be going within and really evaluating things and starting to see where he needs to bring justice and balance and harmony into the connection. And that is what the divine feminine's wish is. That is what she's wanting. So let's see what the energy of the union is. So we have the thinking woman. So with this card, I feel like what the energy of the union is, so this is the energy that's connecting the twins, the energy for both of us, feminine and masculine. With a thinking woman, I feel like this is like that energy of the high priestess. And again, it's this deep wisdom that is coming in. And both of the twins really going within and listening to their intuition, listening to their higher selves, listening to this deep wisdom within them, and really knowing that they are worthy of their dreams, that they are worthy of this connection, that they are worthy of union. And I'm noticing how she's got this green dress on, which is representing like the heart chakra energy. So knowing in their hearts, both masculine and feminine, that they are worthy of this beautiful union, they are worthy of this beautiful connection, and knowing that from a place of divine wisdom. And she's got this hat on with the purple flowers, and purple flowers connecting to the source energy through the crown chakra, and also the 6th chakra, which is that chakra of the spiritual wisdom and knowledge. And so it's knowing it from this place of deep wisdom and spiritual knowledge. It's not knowing it from this place of like ego and desire and wanting and controlling and manipulating. You know, that's what we're breaking free from here. This is the deep knowing and the deep wisdom on a soul level, on a spiritual level, and having our self-worth come from that place, from this place of authentic, true empowerment within. And knowing that true power does come from within, not from the external ego-based stuff. And another butterfly here. So a yellow butterfly representing this change and transformation. And with the yellow, it is that solar plexus energy of our self-worth. So I just feel like both twins are just getting a big upgrade over the next few weeks of really feeling our self-worth, really knowing our self-worth, really valuing ourselves. We are highly sensitive, empathic people as twin flames, as light workers, as star seeds, and it can be really challenging, like I was saying, to own our value and see our value in a world where we are programmed to see those things as, you know, inferior. But there's this big shift that's happening, and, you know, the meek shall inherit the earth, like they say, and we are ascending, we are rising up, we are needed in the world, and it's, you know, time for us to really step into our confidence, step into our worth, so that we can go out there and do our missions and help other people and serve and bring this light and love into the world for others. So let's see what's clarifying this. Oh, I just realized too, this is a 47, so another 11 here. More awakening energy, manifestation energy, coming into alignment. So 4 clarifying cards for the thinking woman here for the energy of the union. So we have the Knight of Wands, we have the 6 of Swords, we have the 8 of Wands, and we have Major Arcana, the Fool. So what I'm getting here is, with the Knight of Wands, this is passionate forward movement. This is about moving forward on a new adventure, moving forward with this desire, this passion, this drive, this ambition. Like I was saying earlier with Venus in Aries, it's like that kind of energy. And we are moving forward. Also, what I'm getting, I just had another message pop in. This Knight of Wands, he can also be like that back and forth kind of energy, a little bit like, you know, unstable energy. It's just like this, like spurts of fire coming in. And so I feel like a lot of us have dealt with that kind of energy in our connections, where it's like spurts of flames and fire coming in and then retreating and healing, and then, you know, spurts of flames and fire again and retreating and healing. And so I feel like this energy is starting to phase out, because all of this wisdom and awakening is coming in. And again, I feel like this is like a phasing out process, like energetically, that's happening for us. And we are moving away from this you know, spurts of fire energy into something that is bringing more stability. So we have the 6 of Swords here. So again, this is like moving forward, moving out of the instability, moving out of the rough waters towards something that's smoother, something that's more stable. And then we have the 8 of Wands here. So 8 of Wands is, I see this as Cupid's arrows or passionate communication coming in. So again, like moving out of instability, moving out of rough waters, and really moving forward. Again, more fire energy here. This is just, I do feel like some twins are going to be having communication coming up, and so this could be really opening a new door of communication. And it's also just powerful forward movement. So if things have been feeling stuck and stagnant, like starting to break free from that and moving forward. And then we also have the Fool. So this is that energy of taking the leap of faith, of taking the risk, of starting over again, of having a fresh start, wiping the slate clean, and having a new beginning. And really trusting. The Fool is the Fool because he trusts and he has faith without any reason to trust or have faith or believe. That's why he's the Fool, because he doesn't have the hardcore evidence that it's safe to take the leap. He just goes for it. He just has that trust and that faith within, and that is what propels him forward to take that deep dive. So yeah, it's just this deep wisdom, this commitment to wisdom and authenticity, and through that, being able to arrive to this place of taking the leap of faith, And that's, for both of us, for feminine and masculine. Okay, so that wraps up the reading portion. So I will share a romance message next, and then we will wrap up with advice and guidance for us from Spirit. All right, so what I did was I added up all of the numbers for the energy of the union and came up with a number for a Divine Love Letter. And these are from the Divine Love Letters books from Nikki on the Divine Love Crystal Grid. You can purchase these on Amazon, and they are all channeled messages, channeled letters from twins to twins, twin flames to twin flames. So 61 was the number that I came up with from the cards. So I'm going to read letter 61, and I have volumes 1 and 2. Okay. That there is only one of you, and there is only one of me. That we are perfectly built for each other, and we chose each other to be this way, so that we could fit together like the most wonderful jigsaw pieces to make the most beautiful picture. Never forget that. Always remember that this love that we have is and has been with us since the time of creation. You just need to think back to your childhood and remember signs of me. I was always around you. You were always with me. We always have been together in our dreams, in our energies, and in our hearts. The love that we have for each other is beautiful in every way. The purity, the joy that it brings to uplift every part of our lives. We are here to let love shine a light on the world. Please remember that we are doing this together. It is our job to come together and shine our light and love bright. Believe. So what a beautiful message. And that was just really making me think of the 6 of Cups card, where we're just having this nostalgia. We're thinking about our beloved. We're thinking about memories that we've shared, things that we've done. And, I met my twin when I was, was it 42? I think I had just turned 42 or 43. And when I look back on my life, he was always there with me. And his spirit would come to me through other cute little boys that I had a crush on, or songs that I listened to like in the 70s, and so if you look back on your life, you will see your twin, and you will see where your twin was with you, all those years before you even met, in your dreams, in the energies, in signs and synchronicities, and songs. So what a beautiful message, and just remembering that we are in this together. We are a team, eliminating and transcending the separation mentality where it's like you against me. That's separation. This is like, we're here on a divine mission. We're working together to do this. And, we're clearing thousands and thousands of years of wounding and pain and dysfunction for, the masculine and feminine templates. And we're working as a team to do that. So it's really powerful, and we have to just remember that we are doing this together, that we are a team, and that we are here to bring this love and light into the world. Okay, so letter 61 in volume 2. You are everywhere, imprinted in my brain, so much so that I feel like I've got your picture stuck to the inside of my eyelids, because all I see is you. All I dream about is us and our life together, creating a life together, creating a new life together. It's literally so exciting. Our whole life ahead of us, living in this incredible bubble of love that we have with each other. I mean, who would even think that this is possible? It's beyond surreal. I just can't wait to put everything into practice, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink. I cannot wait to be with you in every way, every day and night, forever. Oh, that's cute. I love the wink wink. And it's just making me think of this sacral chakra Archangel Ariel card where, you know, it's like we're feeling the pull, we're feeling that sexual intimacy, those desires. And Taurus is the sign that rules like the senses. So Taurus is a very sensual sign, and Taurus loves the physical touch, the affection, the physical intimacy. So what a perfect message. All right, well, let's ask Spirit, what is our advice and guidance as we move ahead in our journeys? So for the Divine Masculine, what is the advice and guidance for the Divine Masculine? So another fractal art card here, so really connect with this image. And again, this golden yellow vibration, connecting with the solar plexus of self-worth, self-confidence, self-esteem, self-identity, connecting to the higher self. So recognition. It is important that we each feel recognized and seen for our hard work and unique contributions that we make to this world. This is why the recognition card has come to you today. The universe does see you and all that you do. You are being given the recognition, love, and support which you deserve. This card can also come when we are about to receive recognition in the physical world as well. You could be receiving an award, honor, or mention. This could be at work or with a community or a social group. This can also be on a smaller scale, in a more personal way. Either way, you are being seen, recognized, and honored for what you do. Whatever form it comes in, just remember that Spirit speaks to us through the physical world and through the mouths of others. Whether you are just beginning or are already working on a project or idea, be aware that the actions that you take now could lead you to being recognized publicly. This could be on a small scale or with the public at large. Either way, your current efforts will be recognized in the future. No matter what it is you do or how well you feel that you are doing it, Spirit is giving you a cosmic pat on the back. You have done well. Now, just allow yourself to really take that in. Good job, you. With the empowerment you gain and feeling recognized and appreciated, you will then be given the opportunity to begin to pay it forward. Every time someone you encounter does something which impresses you, be sure to tell them. Not only will you completely make their day, but you will be surprised how good it will make you feel as well. So I feel like this is some of this wisdom that is coming in for the Divine Masculine, and that this is the universe bringing forth this upgrade for the Divine Masculine, this solar plexus upgrade, this upgrade in self-worth, where the universe, the cosmos, in some way, shape, or form is going to honor and recognize the Divine Masculine in a way that helps him see his self-worth, that helps him see his value, that gives him confidence, that recognizes him as a Divine Masculine in the sense of the empowered, awakened Divine Masculine. So, you know, this could be something at his work. This could be something, you know, on a more personal level. This could be something connected to his divine mission as a twin flame. You know, however this recognition shows up for him, I feel like it's part of this upgrade that's happening and this wisdom that is coming in for him. Also, with this word recognition, I do feel like this upgrade that is happening is also sparking twin flame recognition. So I do feel like this is supporting the divine masculine and recognizing this connection and recognizing his divine feminine. So this bigger twin flame recognition, and possibly even recognizing this bigger soul mission that he has with his divine feminine. So I feel like this word recognition is showing up on a lot of different layers and levels. Recognition of his divine feminine in a way that could also just be recognizing her as his one, as the one for him, recognizing her as this beautiful divine feminine goddess that she is, recognizing her for her love and devotion to him over all these years. You know, like however this is resonating with you and fitting with your journey and your story. So beautiful advice and guidance here for the divine masculine. And also really for the divine masculine to honor and recognize himself, because the divine masculine template is incredibly challenging, and it's not to say anyone has it easy in this journey, but I do feel like, I mean, just look at, this is just amazing, all of this gold energy. Like, look at all of these cards when we look at this for the divine masculine. It's just energy of divine light, of awakening, of wisdom, of self-worth, self-confidence, self-knowledge, like knowledge of who he is as a masculine. Divine light and wisdom and knowledge and awakening and empowerment. Like, I can't get over all of the gold that is coming in here. It's just really amazing. So, yeah, just honoring and recognizing the masculine for his hard work and his spiritual journey and his awakening process and coming out of his dark night of the soul. You know, like, it's challenging, and he's been this strong warrior too, just like with Archangel Michael here. You know, it takes a lot of strength to go through this journey. All right, so let's see. What is the advice and guidance for the divine feminine? Beautiful card. We have love. So tune into the energy of this, the vibration here of this card. You can see the beautiful heart image coming through. So, love. The love card has come to you today to remind you that you are very much loved and cared for. When the road gets hard and life hurts, we often pull back in a knee-jerk reaction. We go into protection mode as a way of surviving the hurt. You are a kind, nurturing, and sensitive soul. You feel the wounds of your life and the hurts of the world deeply within your heart. This sensitivity is a part of your gift. It gives you great empathy and compassion for your fellow man. If you hide your gift away, it cannot serve you or anyone else. Spirit is lovingly calling to you, asking that you begin to let down your guard, if only just a little. Spirit wants to remind you that when you close down in an attempt to hold out the pain, you unknowingly hold out the good as well. There is a lot of love here for you and waiting for you. You just have to begin to let it in. Your love is what this world needs, and this world has so much love to give you in return, if you will allow it. Time to lower your defenses and move on from the hurts of the past. It is time to open your tender heart to the world again. Your love holds the potential to heal not only yourself, but the people of this world in a very big way. Because you have drawn this card, you may find new love coming into your life. This could be in the form of intimate relationships, but it usually points to mutually supportive friendships. Whichever it is, you will start to see the world supporting you in loving encouragement. Remember, it is those with the biggest hearts who often wound the deepest. However, they are also the ones who can heal the world through the bounty and magnitude of love they hold within. So I'm finding myself like wanting to cry when I'm reading this because I just feel the divine feminine energy, and I feel like this is part of that anger and rage that I was feeling, where she just feels like she tries so hard, she gives so much, she loves hard, she shines her light hard, and that it's just not honored, it's not recognized, it's not valued, and it makes her want to get angry, put up walls, and shut down. And so I feel like Spirit is just really coming forward with this message to remind the Divine Feminine, and especially including this new moon message with the gentleness, that your softness, your beauty, your vulnerability, your light, your love, your talents, your gifts, all of the beauty and uniqueness that makes you who you are as a Divine Feminine is valuable, is worthy, and the world needs you. And this is not the time to, get angry and put up boundaries and shut down and crawl in a hole and, want to run away. This is where, we sit with it, we work through it, we release it, and we rise back up to an even higher level where we acknowledge the beauty and the power of our sensitivity, of our gifts, of our light, of our love, of our softness, and, forgiving the past, forgiving the pain, forgiving the wounds, and being able to move forward at an even higher new level of empowerment, of love, of strength, of knowing who we are, and that all of these beautiful, sensitive parts of us are amazing and powerful and needed in the world. So, I know it's hard, and it's like you want to just give up, and, a person can only take so much pain and rejection and suffering and heartache. But, I feel Goddess Isis coming through and really supporting the Divine Feminine. And oh my gosh, I just want to cry. It's just, knowing that being in your power isn't shutting down your heart, but it's knowing that part of the beauty of who you are is all of the wounding. Part of the beauty of who you are is all of the wounding. The wounding and the pain is the part of the beauty. The beauty of who you are, and to not forget that. And it's not about shutting down your heart, but keeping your heart open despite all of the pain. Not letting the pain win, still going out with your head held high and being your best version because of everything that you have been through. And knowing that there's so many people out there that need your love, that need your light. And the universe is rewarding you and showering you with love and blessings because of that. So don't forget that. Oh my goodness. Wow. Powerful message coming through there. So, I hope that this reading was helpful for you and gave you strength and guidance and clarity. And oh my gosh, I can't believe how long this reading is, but I hope that it helped you. Even if you had to watch it in segments, And yeah, I'm just sending you all so much love and light and blessings. If you would like to purchase a personal reading, all of that information is in the description box below. So sending lots of love. Take care. Bye-bye.